Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 16th through the 22nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and we're going to pull an affirmation for y'all at the end with this lovely little affirmation deck here. So without further ado, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you guys. I know a lot of people are freaking out right now. There's a lot of panic, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of stress. But we are going to get grounded here. We're going to get centered and focused and open up for some messages for the week for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. Alrighty, my darlings. So here is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So more shuffle here. There we are. Alrighty, my dears. So Monday, Tuesday, we have celebrate differences, and I'm laughing because I shuffled the heck out of this deck. I shuffled off camera, and you guys saw me shuffle yet again on camera. But you got the same card Monday, Tuesday as Aries. I just did Aries' reading before you. And I shuffled and I shuffled and I shuffled, and you guys have the same cards. So there could be a dynamic where some of you are dealing with an Aries and you are kind of strengthening your relationship or your friendship, or you're agreeing to disagree. If you've been having a conflict with someone in general, regardless of whether or not they're an Aries or have Aries moon or rising, or regardless of if you have Aries in your chart or not, if you've been having a conflict with someone, something is happening here Monday, Tuesday, where it's bringing about a sense of understanding, like just being able to understand one another. I feel that for some of you, there's some kind of vindication or validation happening at work where you're dealing with a supervisor or someone in the higher up that's taking a situation in which maybe people were coming down on you really hard, or just something about what you were doing or what you were, putting out there work-wise maybe was a little bit different or not as uniform or uniform compared to like how other people were doing things. And I feel somebody is finding a way, like a supervisor or a higher up, that's like seeing that there's an opportunity here. They're like, wait a minute here. Okay, maybe this isn't necessarily a bad thing. There could be a positive spin to this. There could be some way that we can take this person, take Cancer, and be able to help them, channel this in a way that's going to be beneficial for everybody. So I feel like there's some way in which, like I said, a complaint about you is being handled in a way where it's being seen as a plus, or as like an opportunity for growth, or like finding some kind of a win-win situation. And then this is helping you realize, hey, wait a minute, like I kind of feel like you're being very surprised at this person's thinking, but it's also inspiring you. It's helping you to see the bigger picture. It's helping you to see outside the box. And I feel for a lot of you, this is someone that you're going to start really paying attention to and like studying, because you're saying, you know what, I want to be that way too. Like I want to have that kind of thinking. I want to have that kind of attitude where something happens, there's an issue, there's a problem, and I don't get really quick to get upset about it. And I'm able to look at the situation and say, okay, like how can we take advantage of this? Like how can we find the positive? So I feel for a lot of you, this is like an unintentional or unexpected mentorship that's coming out of this for you Cancers. Now, as always, I encourage you guys to look at the pictures on the cards and see what's jumping out at you and what those symbols mean for you. The unicorn here for me is purity, pureness of attention, imagination, creativity, magic. So again, just seeing yourself in this new light. And the dolphin is for me playfulness, playfulness, joy. Nautilus shell here is ascension, seeing things that you could not see before, coming into a higher vibration. So I feel some situation is not only like, being put behind you, but making room for very positive things to come out of it. something very positive coming out of something stressful or something negative. For some of you, there's some blessing that might be coming out of, and I said this for Aries as well. Maybe for some of you are dealing with a situation where like your kid's school is closing temporarily, or people are being forced to work from home, or you're getting some unexpected time off from work because of the precautions a lot of organizations are taking right now. And so this may be giving you time to work on a relationship, or there may be a blessing in disguise that you weren't anticipating to receive out of that. Your next card here for Wednesday, Thursday is the big picture. So this is a card that's coming up that's saying that, again, you're going to be seeing things you didn't see before. You're going to be seeing solutions and opportunities for change you hadn't seen before. I feel for a lot of you, as things are happening, as you're moving forward too, this is a time where some of you are feeling very sentimental and you're looking back on your life and you're beginning to have a lot of little aha moments where you're realizing why certain things happened the way that they did. I feel like some of you are trying to figure out, like, is spirit real? Like, has spirit or God or angels or guardian angels or guides, have they been present in my life? And you're trying to think of like times in which maybe that could have happened that maybe you didn't notice. And so I feel this card for some of you is where like you're seeing that you're actually having these little epiphanies, like, oh my goodness, that's why that happened, or oh my goodness, you know, that situation led me to this person or this thing. And you're beginning to see the flow of your life. You're beginning to see the way in which you were directed, and in the way in which you had in the past previous, you know, blessings in disguise that redirected you. And you're seeing that bigger picture. You're having some aha moments in that way. I feel some of you are finding a solution to a problem that has been bothering you for a very long time. And I feel for a lot of you, this is in terms of financial security. And I feel like some epiphany is coming to you, some idea is coming to you on how you can move forward with a previous idea. You had some previous idea of something you were wanting to do to improve your finances, or, you know, whether it was going back to school or starting a business, but it just seemed so impossible to get it going, to get it off the ground. And I feel midweek there's some epiphany coming in where you're like, of course, that's how I can do it. That's how I can make it happen. That's how I can get it going. So again, thinking outside of the box, I feel a strong sense of mental clarity that's coming to you. Like in a time when a lot of people are very flustered, very confused, very, they don't know which way they're going. They don't know if they're coming or going. Cancer, I don't feel that you have that problem, at least not this week. You know, I feel that you're more in the energy, like you have this vision, you have this insight, you have this clarity, you're making plans. That's the energy that I'm getting for you guys. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here, we have leap of faith. And so leap of faith, again, we talked about how you're coming up with solutions. You're making a decision to move forward. Okay, the spider web is jumping out at me. So you're kind of weaving your web here, not in a negative sense, but your plan. Your plan is coming together. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel that all of you are taking this leap of faith. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, although some of you may be launching something, especially if you're somebody that unexpectedly has time off from work. You may be taking that time off from work to launch a project or get some business off the ground. Like you're making use of the time to do something for yourself and your financial goals, or, you know, to better understand markets or finances, or however you're going about that change. And so some of you might be launching something in the end of the week. However, for the majority of you, Cancer, you guys are a very, very moon sensitive sign. You guys are ruled by the moon. You and Pisces, right? Cancer and Pisces are ruled by the moon. And so you're very linked to that energy. So people who are sensitive to moon energy, they can feel full moon and new moon energy up to 3 days before that full moon or new moon. There's going to be a new moon in Aries next week. But this ending card here for the end of the week puts you at that 3-day before mark, that 3-day before it. And this particular new moon is going to be one of those new moons that feels more like a full moon, because there's going to be a lot about this new moon that you're coming into blessings or manifestations that are directly linked to clearing out or healing from past life trauma, past life wounds, or blocks, releasing any feelings of guilt or regret or remorse. There's a level of clearing that's happening because you're coming into an upgrade. It's going to be a really big energetic upgrade for a lot of people. The energy around this, it's kind of like people are going to get to have a clean slate. A lot's being wiped away. And so in that result, or in that energy, I feel this leap of faith is like you're beginning to believe in yourself. You're beginning to feel or sense that things are turning the corner. And so some of you, this leap of faith card may be coming in a way where you're beginning to be more aware of your fear, but the fear is not taking over you. You're like mentally you're coming into the place of faith, right? Like the fear is there, you're aware of it, but you're talking yourself out of it. You're staying focused. You're staying calm. So I feel for some of you, this leap of faith is like you're just beginning to ramp up or prepare yourself or talk yourself into moving forward with this idea or dream, that this change that you're taking, this change that you're making. I don't focus too much on love and romance in the weekly forecast. You guys know this, but there is kind of a romantic aspect here for some of you. Where you're moving forward with a relationship that maybe is not a relationship you typically would have gotten involved with. Like, might not be your typical type of person, and you may not be their typical type of person, but something about the differences are really complementing one another, and you're feeling very guided. Again, I don't focus too much on love and romance in the weekly. If you want more of a love reading, you can definitely click on the love videos in the description of the video and watch those. Let's see what your affirmation is for the week, my dears. And keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not going to be 100% for every single person. So watch your moon sign, watch your rising sign. That might resonate with you more. If you would like a private reading, please click on the Calendly link and schedule your private reading there. Let's see what's happening for you guys with your affirmation. So your affirmation card, my darlings, is I let the universe catch up with my dreams. We were just talking about dreams. I love it when that confirmation comes in. So you're ready to go. You're ready to jump, right? Like you're ready to jump. And so this is just saying give yourself some patience as the universe begins opening doors for you. So even though you're being positive, even though you're being optimistic, even though you're taking steps forward and you're taking action, this doesn't mean that you got to go and start kicking the doors down. The doors are going to open, right? Stay with your planning, stay active, stay consistent with this dream, but allow the universe to open doors for you so that you know it's time to walk through or it's time to go through them. So there's your affirmation for the week, my dears. Again, if you would like a private reading, schedule on Calendly. And don't forget, guys, every single day on Amethyst Angellight, Facebook and Instagram, I post a card of the day. I post a little pick a card game. So that's a really great way to get daily messages. If you enjoy the weekly videos and you enjoy the monthly love videos and the monthly channeled angel messages, and you just want something, just a little something every single day, then social media is a great place to get daily messages there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you a wonderful week.